Hey guys, Penadaily here, and welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. In the last episode, as you can see, we filled out a vast majority of the castle, and now we are going to go fill out the last bit, the rest of the outdoors of the castle keep, and we are going to fight Richter. First thing you want to do, of course, is come up here. Yep. And yes, you see there's the quarter moon. And we can come up here with this. And the heart max up. Let's see, okay. You can come over here, but there actually isn't anything over here. And the only way to get up the part of the map up here is to turn into a bat, basically. And here we get the Ghost card. That's the Ghost Familiar. It can perform Soul Steal at level 70. I don't think it's really worth waiting. Still, I mean, depending on your playstyle, you might like it. So, that is the last of our 5 familiars. So, let's see. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is sort of, come over here and just, fill in all the rest of this. Now, in there, of course, is where we're going to fight Richter. But before that, we need to come in here and deal with these jerks. Yeah, let's see. At least I don't have to try and punch them. Ha! They do die a bit easier now. Ow. Jerk. Jerk! Jerk! Electrocuting them seems to be slightly overkill, but I really don't care. Especially since I didn't actually intend to. Oh yeah, and you get a turkey here. Probably what's left of one of these jerks. Ah, rats. Okay, so yes, now comes the fun part. You basically, in your bat mode, get to try and avoid these jerks. Because, of course, if you get hit, you get knocked out of bat mode. Because we're going to basically attempt to, fill in all of the map. So, luckily, here at least, we can turn into, Alucard again. And we get the power of mist. This means that we can now stay in our mist form for more than, 3 seconds. Okay, and over. Alright. And up. Watch out for that guy. Dang it. So, yes. More birds. Must kill the birds. Fine. If you're gonna be that way, I'm just gonna try and avoid you. There we go. Just go straight up. Let your sword do the killing. And of course, you recognize this area, not only from the beginning of the game, but from pretty much every other. Yeah, do not get that cross. Alucard can only use the cross in what would be the, what's the word? The item crash. And it takes 100 hearts. It's totally not worth it. It just goes, it kills everything in your immediate vicinity, but it's a pretty small immediate vicinity. So, unlike when we came up here with Richter, it's mostly food healing items on this side. Resist stone, resist dark, resist holy, platinum mail, which, as you're gonna find, is not as good as what we've got. So, now I have the holy sword. That's very important for what I'm about to do. Because Richter is immune to holy, and you don't want to be able to hurt Richter. So, before we get in there, I am going to equip the holy glasses. They drop our int quite a bit. Or no, they don't. They raise our int, but they drop our defense. But more importantly, they let you see through evil illusions.
I've been waiting for you.
Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula?
Count Dracula rises but once every century, and my role is over. If I can resurrect him, then the battle will last for eternity.
If those are your true feelings, then so be it.
Holy Cross!
yeah, watch out. That thing is nasty. But our target is not. Yeah, see, he does guard, which means he is completely, ow. He is completely immune. Now, our target is, sword, okay. Normally I would leave you out, sword, but, you know, because I don't want you killing Richter. Ow. Crap. Yeah, the only problem with Richter is that he's kind of dangerous. So, try killing that, you know, just... That took less time.
You've defeated me, but all is not yet lost. The resurrection of Count Dracula is at hand.
And the positioning of the sprites here looks a bit suggestive, I'm sorry. So here we get this really awesome, you know, FMV. Because seriously, this, yeah, you know, this was 1997. Things like this, you know, were state-of-the-art and really impressive. Heck, it still looks reasonably good. Sorry. Alright, so yeah, we have a castle. In the sky, no less. You can play with the loading screens.
No. What have I done?
Thank you, Alucard, for saving Richter.
Alucard? The same Alucard who fought alongside my ancestor, Trevor Belmont? That was over 300 years ago.
No time for small talk. Is the person who controlled you in that castle over there?
Yes, I think so.
Maria, take Richter and leave here. I'll finish this.
All right. Good luck.
This is, I'm not controlling Alucard. This is a cutscene. And so here we are in the reverse castle. This is the second half of the game, basically. And the very first thing we're going to do is go back to the original castle. You will find that Maria and Richter are not here. And we're going to turn into a bat and come up here, because that's actually the only way to get it on our map. So now you see we have full map completion. And we have 942 rooms. There's 941 in this castle. We got one extra room because, you know, we came over here. You get the feeling, you know, Alucard, you know, when Richter is, well, brainwashed Richter is talking about how the fight will last forever. It reminds me of that one episode of CSI where Gil Grissom, after hearing about this gangbanger trying to run a street cart vendor over with a stolen SUV because the guy wouldn't let him rob him, saying, "I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard." And I would agree. So, the reverse castle. This was new and completely exciting back then. It's, in a lot of ways, it's sort of like the dark, bad, evil castle in, what's that game called? Harmony of Dissonance. But, well, you know. And that ups, new Royal Cloak, that ups our defense. But, of course, this is the second half of the castle, instead of being, you know, more of a light world, dark world thing. And, okay. This song that's currently going on is called Final Toccata. I'm curious as to whether that bastard sword is better than what we've got. I don't think it is. No, it is not. Cool. Crosshilt, strong against undead. So, yeah. Okay, this song is called Final Toccata. It's a pretty cool song, but it's one of only two bits of area music in this castle. So it kind of outstays its welcome, much like the reverse castle itself. Okay, so, yeah. We meet... in this game, his name is Yorick. In the Japanese, his name was Soccer Boy. This is one of those cases where I think the translation actually did a better job. So, unlike in the last one, there's no familiar cards, because of course, the familiar cards are just, you know... They're just, you know, a thing. There's only 5. We mostly just get a bunch of resists, which I will never use. But, alright, so we get to come out here, you know, kill this guy again. And this place, yeah, yeah. The thing with the reverse castle is that if you want to get the best ending, you have to explore a lot of it. Basically, you have to explore roughly 195% of the castle. And that can be a thing. Also, unlike the original, or, you know, unlike the first castle, this castle is excessively non-linear. There is nothing tells you where to go or what to do. You're not funneled in various places the way you are in the original castle. Aha! Really? Oh boy. Okay, if we come up here and use our Fire of Bat, we get a sword. It's called the Sword of Dawn. Take a look. It's a higher attack, but it doesn't boost our defense. It summons Dawn Warriors, which is basically you can do a spell with it that will, basically, you know, that will summon warriors to fight for you. But honestly, I don't really think it's worth it. But I've never gotten it in my previous runs, mostly because I could never figure out exactly where it was. So, you know, showing it off for you in case you decide not to use the Holy Sword. And then this guy, if you look at him, of course, you can see that it is a face. It forms a face whether it's right side up or upside down. So that's sort of a bit of a... what's the word I'm looking for? Ow? Yeah, ow. The word I'm looking for is ow. It forms a bit of a little foreshadowing that this castle is going to exist, because there's all this stuff. Okay. So, let's see here. Oh, did I run out of magic, or did I just hit the button? I didn't run out of magic, so I must have just hit the button. Okay, that's not where I wanted to go. Oh well, yeah, this castle is a little tedious. It can be a lot of fun, but you get the feeling it was a bit of an afterthought. I mean, some of it is very much designed so that, I mean, that's why there's ceilings everywhere, for one thing, and you can see places that were definitely designed to be reversible. But, yeah, and of course we could save here. I'm going to just, you know, because fight. I don't hate the reverse castle. I just think later games did a better job with the, you know, extra things in the in-game stuff. And before we go anywhere, I'm just going to... We'll go in here, and we could get the lightning mail, which, much like the ice mail and the fire mail, which I think just drops off some guys, it, of course, you know, lets you get lightning. Now, you can go in any direction you want. This is how I normally go. Mostly because we can get one of the best swords in the game pretty quickly if we go this way. But, you know, here where Malphas was, we have our first boss. And his Darkwing Bat. Yeah, he's the giant bat. You recognize this guy, of course, from Castlevania 1. Ow! Yeah, if you're in the air or in front of him when he starts doing that nasty, when he starts doing that wing attack, you will get thrown into the wall, and you will not be happy. Ow! You basically have to stay on the ground and keep sort of moving forward. Don't jump. But he's your first boss, so he's not really that difficult. And heaven knows he dies pretty quick to the Holy Sword. And we get the Ring of Vlad. And this is why we're going around the castle. Relic. The Ring of Vlad is a relic. 1 of 5 treasures, plus 10 to int. Yep. As Harmony of Dissonance followed, we are collecting pieces of Dracula. Because that's how you unlock the end game. Now, unlike Harmony of Dissonance, the pieces of Dracula, the vampire giblets, do not actually determine whether or not you get the good or the bad ending. You have to have them to beat the game. Ow. Bomb Knight. Yeah, these guys are a bit of an ouch. And you do not want to get hit by that thing. That's, yeah. So, move along, try not to get hurt, and just keep moving. This is kind of the problem with the reverse castle, in my opinion, is that while a lot of it was designed to be done in reverse, not all of it was. And so a lot of the platforming is awkward at best. Ha! Die. That was nice. That was really nice. Oh, ow. That was just poor. Okay. But yes, as I was saying, the platforming is basically not designed to be done without... You have to use the Bat Soul much more often. Yay, I leveled up. In the original, of course, you would... Ouch. Ow. Oof. In the original castle, you generally used Bat or Mist or whatever fairly sparingly. You only use the, Bat to get into certain places, mostly blocking your path. And it always shakes right here, and I'm not sure why, if it's something if it's the shaking from, the pounding things or what, but it shakes here. Oh yeah, and the candles are at weird heights too. Welcome to the reverse clock tower. Oh, this place. So unlike... Ow, jerk. Right, so yeah, unlike in the other one, yeah, we've got cloaked knights instead of harpies. But we still have Medusa heads, because they can't possibly let you get away without Medusa heads. And one thing is that generally, if there was a sub-weapon in a candle in the regular castle, there will be a sub-weapon in the candle in the reverse castle. It's just a thing. So there's, much like in the original castle, there is a cloaked knight down here. Unlike in the reverse castle, he will actually keep respawning. So this isn't necessarily a bad place to come if you want to grind for the Heaven Sword he drops. I'm not bothering, but yeah, you see? Basically, if you get out of sight of this part here in the middle, and you kill him, he comes back. Over and over. Oh, you can get through there as a bat. Good to know. It can be a nasty surprise if you don't know about it. So, yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons it's a good place to grind for these jerks. They don't... Oh, no, no, and no. So what I'm going to do is... The gears are here, too. So what I am going to do is lure this, try and take out all the cloaked knights. Ow! I'm a petrified bat. I'm gonna try and take out all the cloaked... Really? I'm going to try and take out all the cloaked knights first, before I put on the Mirror Cuirass. because I would really rather have the extra defense for fighting cloaked knights, and then put on the mirror cuirass to go after the gears. So, of course, what we've got in here, the gears have the same requirements as, yeah, just die. There, okay. Now, I'm going to equip the mirror cuirass, even though, you know, it loses me the defense boost, but it stops 2. Okay, yeah, this is 2, right? Watch out. Dang it. Because they will, even if they can't stone you, if they manage to hit you, they will be, you know. So, one thing you can do, I should turn my sword back on, I'll do it in a second. 2. Ouch. Yeah, you can hit this thing as the bat, with the fire of bat. 3, 4, 5, ow. Ugh. 6, 7, 8. And there, you heard it click. Good. Now we get to try and get through here. Oh, really? Ugh. Oh, screw it. Yeah, Power of Mist lets me be Mist Alucard much longer. Oy, just, would you all die? Die horrible, agonizing deaths soon, please, because you are annoying the living crud out of me. Get down here. There we go. Oh, son of a cat. Okay, we're no... Mist. Yeah, you can't take damage in mist form. So, you know, at this point, let's just see if I can kill everything and everybody. Good. Now move down. Good. Down. Down. I hate these guys. Yes, I am taking damage. No, I don't care right now. But I'm going to stay very far away from the door because, ow. Okay. Die. Good. Now we'll head down here and see if there's any left. There don't appear to be. Good. So, I'm going to go after... Right. One. Ow. Oh boy. This bit too is fun. 2, 3, 4, oh. 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, oh, I hate these guys. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good, good. Now let's get to the other one before... okay. Right, and there's the other one. And again, I'm going into bat mode, because, yeah. Three. Good. Okay. Now here comes the fun bit. And... yes, I am just going to mist across here because good freaking grief. So we get a diamond, which we can sell, a life apple, and a sunstone. If I were ever to, you know, be playing this, you know, recording this game while the, you know, during the day between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., which, believe me, is highly unlikely, if I were ever to be recording at that point in time, just drop as fast as you can, and get through here, alright, and just keep going right through here. Okay, now I'm going to equip, I'm going to go back, I'm actually going to go to the healing mail, and yeah. Let's see how quickly I actually, okay, yeah, you see how quickly it, you know, And it only works when you walk. It doesn't work if you're jumping. So, you know, be careful. Because this jerk is also running around. So, yeah, I'm just going to do a little of that, mostly to show it off, and also because, you know, yeesh. Okay, so the thing with, that clock tower, yeah, we're going to go, basically, I am going to just go in the upper place here, and then drop right back through as fast as I can, just to get the map completion. Yeah, it's nasty. The reverse clock tower is way worse than the regular clock tower, but this part isn't so bad. I probably could have climbed up it, but I didn't want to deal with it. So now we come across here, and you remember, of course, there's this Valhalla Knight, Dead Warrior, and everything else. Yeah, okay, Holy Sword's pretty nice against him. Whoop. Listen. There we go. Yeah, 2 swipes with the Holy Sword does kill them, so that's pretty nice. Don't get that, it's an axe. And here we get the Dragon Helm. You probably remember, that's the helmet that we were wearing, you know. Let's see, Dragon Helm, Steel Helm. So we lose a bit of int from the Dragon Helm, sadly, and a bit of a, but we get attack and strength boosts. So, and the Dragon Helm halves the defense of our enemies, which, you know, that's pretty nice. So let's go through here. These backgrounds are kind of a thing. The moon, of course, is not here, so I don't know what's up with that. It's just this very weird thing. Okay, so we can come up here and go back across. So, right, like I was saying, this is, I mean, the reverse castle isn't bad. It does wear out its welcome a little bit towards the end, but it was certainly a new and interesting way to handle things, you know, certainly, when it started. One thing I sort of wish is, you know, with these things in the background, it can actually be really hard sometimes to tell when you're moving. But, yeah, okay. Good, now we can go up here. And of course we get a smart potion, this sword luminous, which I don't know too much about that. We'll have to look at that later. And then of course here we are. Yeah. All sorts of things we can do, right. So yeah, we come up here. Right, that goes in. And yeah, luckily none of these bits fall the way they did, and this is definitely a good time to, in fact, since I'm not using healing stuff right now, we're going to use the Mystic Pendant, because that ups our MP. Luckily, you know, we can pretty much get around here without needing, the bat form at this point. I have never actually used a magic missile. I probably should at some point just to see what they do. Like I said, they're basically just, you know, throwing weapons, but... Okay, so we can come through here. Yep, there we go. Filled all of that in. So now we come through here. Nothing particularly interesting here because it's just, you know... And, of course, we come to the reverse outer wall. And the reverse outer wall does in fact... No. The reverse outer wall does in fact have the same weather effects as the regular outer wall. And here, of course, we have another save point. And it's been about half an hour, so I'm going to save. Next time, we're going to explore further, and we're going to go to the opposite library. It's called the Forbidden Library. Unlike in the regular castle, you will no longer see names of names of areas pop up on the screen when you enter them. So, but they do all have their own names. So I'll let you know. Most of them are just reverse X, but some of them are a little creative. So we will explore the Forbidden Library, hopefully get one of the best swords in the game. We'll see. And I will see you then. So, thank you for joining me for Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Have a great evening, and goodbye.